Morning. Don't know where you are, but where I am, it's early. The world's still stretching. The coffee's hot, and the signals are already coming in. Let's take a look before the day starts making demands. This is Signal Check with Adrian North. It's Thursday, August 20th, 2026. The sun's barely clearing the horizon. But somewhere, someone's already been in your camera feed. Someone else is cataloging every app you've touched this week. And a couple of very clever researchers just proved that even the so-called safe spaces aren't quite as isolated as we thought. Pour another cup. Let's see what moved while we were sleeping. More than 14,000 Dahua security cameras, the ones supposed to keep an eye on things, got turned into something else entirely. Hunt.io researchers tracked a campaign from mid-June through late July that systematically compromised those devices using credential stuffing and authentication bypasses. The attackers also exploited peer-to-peer features to tunnel in from the side. 14,500 devices. That's not a spray and pray operation. That's infrastructure-level targeting. And here's the thing. A lot of those cameras sit on networks assumed secure because, well, they're the security. When your surveillance layer becomes someone else's vantage point, you've got a recursion problem. Ever wonder who's actually watching you browse? A new service wants to make that less mysterious. It's designed to tell you which companies are harvesting data from the sites you visit and the apps you use daily. The data is technically already public, buried in privacy policies and ad disclosures, but functionally invisible. This tool surfaces it. It answers a simple question: who's in the room with you when you're scrolling? It won't stop the tracking. But it does something almost more useful. It names it. Once you see the full list of entities with a stake in your movement through digital space, your threat model gets a lot more concrete. Cloudflare workers are supposed to be isolated. Your code runs in its own little sandbox, totally separate from whoever else is running theirs on the same hardware. Except, researchers just proved you can punch through that wall using a Spectre-style side-channel attack. They exfiltrated a JSON web token from a neighboring worker in Cloudflare's production environment. 12 bits per second. Slow, but real. The attack works remotely. No physical access. Just two workers sitting on the same substrate and one very patient attacker with good timing. Cloudflare's patched the specific vector. But the bigger story is architectural. When you share silicon at this level of density, isolation becomes a probabilistic claim, not an absolute one. Here's a nasty little social engineering twist. A suspected ransomware affiliate is now posing as a recovery firm called Ransom Busters. They contact victims before the attack goes public, claim they can decrypt the files, and offer to negotiate on the victim's behalf. The victim pays, the recovery firm takes the money, and either ghosts them or delivers a decryptor they already had because they're the ones who encrypted it in the first place. It's a double dip. Ransomware. Then, ransom recovery theater. It preys on panic and the desperate hope that someone neutral can fix this. But when the fixer and the breaker are the same person, you're not negotiating. You're just paying twice. This November, Connor Montz is running the New York City Marathon. It'll be his first 26.2 since he broke the American marathon record back in 2025. The field includes previous champions, international elites, and now the guy holding the fastest time ever recorded by an American on a record-eligible course. It's going to be a fascinating race, not just because of the names, but because Montz is running it as a test after rewriting the benchmark. Sometimes the story isn't whether someone can win. It's whether they can do it again, under different conditions, with everyone watching. Spirit Airlines is bankrupt. and in the middle of liquidation proceedings. The company's reportedly selling massive amounts of employee data to Google. Flight attendants are furious. We're talking work schedules, location data, personal identifiers, the kind of information that maps out someone's entire routine. The employees say they were never meaningfully consulted, and now their patterns, their movements, are getting packaged up as part of an asset sale. Bankruptcy turns everything into inventory. But when everything includes the behavioral exhaust of workers who had no say in the transaction, it raises a blunt question about what we think belongs to a company when it fails, and what should walk out the door with the people who actually generated it. That's Signal Check for today. Close the tabs, step outside, the day's waiting. We'll talk again next time.